So today we will be reacting to racist YouTuber begs for help after losing everything. This is part 2 and it's by Poetic Flocko. So this is part 2 and I haven't seen part 1, but I wanted to get something that was just kind of brand new and fresh and get a fresh reaction with y'all. If it ends up being trash, I just won't put it up, but if you see it, then it was decent. But yeah, I want to see what I think about this and we can all watch it together. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to it.
There's this content creator who goes around calling people the N-word and the hard R. So he goes to black spaces, he seeks them out, calls them the N-word with the hard R, records them when they get upset at it, and then posts online with the title, "They Chimping Out." I can't begin to understand why racists do the things they do. But
look how racist he look, bro. What do you expect when you get this type of dude, man?
But never in the likes of me would I think that
I'm sorry, was that mean? My bad.
I would present myself that way, put out content of the sort, harass black people for no reason, and then once things go haywire, present myself as the victim and beg people to donate to me because I don't have any revenue to feed myself and feed my family because I decided to be a racist online. So now he's online begging for our money, begging for us to help him fight his legal cases and help him feed himself because he don't have any money coming in because his business has been destroyed and he's unemployable.
It's a white boy calling him. This is him right here.
Calling
Don't walk up on me.
You gotta be real ballsy to go around, especially as a white person, calling people the hard R. Because like for me, like it really does, like I don't even want to say it doesn't bother me when white people say it, but well, when they say the hard R, they're specifically trying to, make an effect or make a feeling out of it. They're specifically saying something that's negative. But when they say, just the A, then like they're trying to like fit in or whatever, it doesn't hurt me to my core or something like that. Like I'm not gonna punch somebody because they said that. But what I always tell them is, A, first off, I don't want you saying that around me. But second off, if you say that to the wrong one, you could end up getting punched, slapped, or maybe even lose your life. Some people do that. Some people go there. But for me personally, like I just like to just keep that away from me. Keep that away from me. But this guy right here, this man is playing with fire. All it takes is for him to go to one person that's just like, today's not the day. And they're looking for somebody to take their anger out on. Or is it somebody easily angered and they piss them off just because they just walking around calling black people the hard R? That's not cool. That's not cool at all. But let's see what happens to this fella.
You ain't never safe.
You think I'm never safe?
I don't give a f. I mean, at the end of the day, I just want you to.
You're a nigga.
Exactly. What black dude is saying.
Yeah, you're a nigga.
It's like, you ain't safe, bro.
Looking ugly.
Phone down, bitch, boy.
Shut up. Come on, come do something. Come do something. They chimping out. They chimping out.
That mustache, bro. Come on, bro. I can say this. You can't trust anybody that walks up to you and they got this mustache. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Check this out. Just bask in that for a second. Jeez.
Dumb. He's chimping out. He don't know how to drive in the parking lot. He's mad. I called him a nigga.
Bro got a highlight tape of just disrespecting black folks in the worst way. Now, my first time reacting to this or even seeing this, my first question was, bro, like, what's bro problem, bro? Like, what did we do to this man, bro? Like, what exactly is his origin story? What's his villain arc? And I found it. Like, I went back and found his villain origin story. And you won't believe why this man views himself as a victim and why he believes that he has to target black folks and just violate us and disrespect us in the worst way. The reason why this man has decided to create an entire page of going around calling black folks the N-word with the hard R is because of this story right here. So a couple years ago, a woman by the name of Alexis Kayla, she posted in a group called Idiots in Cars Clarksville. And the post says, so let's talk about this guy. My mom is driving me to school, right? This guy almost sideswiped us. So we went in a different lane and he came over and spit on my mom's cars and asked, what's your problem? And she asked, what's your problem? And he goes, N-word with the hard R, and held this up. So this is what we do now. Y'all white people calling black people the N-word with the hard R, crazy, laughing emoji. He don't deny ever doing this. He admits he did this. He admits he called that woman and her mom the N-word due to a traffic incident. So he admits to this. And obviously, right, when you get exposed like this in a town that's not really that big, there's gonna be constant.
It's crazy for a white man to say that at a traffic stop. Like what I said earlier, you never know who you're getting. In a traffic stop, it's a random, unidentified person. You never know who you're running into. Like, I actually, one time when I was driving downtown, I was on Roosevelt in Chicago, for those that know the area out in Chicago. But I made this turn, I made a left turn, and there was a dude crossing the street. And when I turned, I guess I turned too close for his comfort or something. And he had an umbrella in his hand. And this man, it was a white man, and he hit my car with the umbrella as I was going past him. And that made me upset. So what I did was I busted a U-turn and flew back over, pulled over, and pulled up next to him in my car. And I won't say that I threatened him, but I came at him and approached him about it. I'm in the car. I stayed in the car the whole time. I approached him about it, and it was the last thing he expected. And I just pulled up to him like, hey, yo, you just hit my car, bro? And then oh, no, I didn't hit your car. I was like, yeah, you did. You just hit my car. Like, why'd you hit my car? And no, I didn't. I was like, yes, you did. And then I told him, like, I just let him know that things like that is how people end up dying. I'm not a killer. I would never do that. But I told him, like, I basically had to scare him straight. Let's put it that way. And he denied the whole thing. He was a coward. But what I'm getting at is, you never know who you're dealing with in these like road rage incidents, or if you just snap off at another person on the street or something like that. You never know who you're dealing with. So it's probably best to not do that unless you're really about it and you really want that smoke, because anything goes. You could just meet a crazy person on their worst day who has a weapon, and boom, now it's over with because you did something stupid. You couldn't control your anger or your emotions in that moment, and now it's over with for you based off of a dumb decision. It's just not smart, man. Just be nice to everybody. Be nice, and only take it there if you really have to.
Consequences. He lost his job. His company, who was employing him to do handyman work, and I believe he was building something, they fired him. They said, bro, we don't really want to be associated with people who use the N-word with the hard R, right? We are a professional establishment. We don't want to be associated with bigots and racists. And because he lost his job and got fired, he sees it as a miscarriage of justice, and he blames black people for him getting fired. He don't understand why a company wouldn't want to employ somebody who's a bigot and a racist, right? So to this day, he's still on Twitter crying, calling himself a victim, and saying this is why he's currently going around calling black folks the N-word with the hard R, is because black people got him fired for saying that word a couple of years ago. So he goes, here is the original post that the Black Lives Matter crowd canceled me for 2 years ago. I got fired, and he can't believe it, and was forced to start my own company. Since I started my company, they've been trying to starve and harass me the entire time. They want the gun to my head apology, and it won't happen. This is mental illness, bro. I'm not a mental health professional. I'm not, a professional here. But looking at this nonsense, bro has a messiah complex, straight up, man. It's textbook, bro. This man thinks he has a unique insight. This man thinks he's like a savior or he's destined to be a redeemer of a group of people, right, which is white people, when in fact, all you're doing is going around calling people the N-word with the hard R. There's nothing unique about it. Like there's there's nothing powerful about, there's nothing impactful about it, bro. Nobody is trying to stop you. You are just annoying people who now are seeking vengeance against you because you are annoying them. Like there's not, the Matrix is not after you. This is not a free speech issue. No, it's consequences here, okay? So here's what's been going on in the city.
I'm so tired of the racist white people acting like they're trying to save the white race and things like that. Like, the white race is not at stake. I don't get, y'all aren't gonna go extinct. Like, what do you think is gonna happen? And what's like, I don't get it. It's such a delusion with so many people being so hell-bent on America and white race. Like, all of y'all are immigrants too. This whole country is made of immigrants. The entire country. The first people here were indigenous Native Americans. And I don't even know why we call them Native Americans. They weren't Americans before I believe it's the British and the Pilgrims and all that came over and stole their land and poisoned them and gave them diseases. Like, they weren't Americans then. They were just people that lived on this land. And that was it. So, honestly, I think we should find a better word or a better phrase than Native Americans. Like, indigenous peoples. Like, what was this place even called before then? Why don't we ask them what it was called and call it that? Like, I don't get it. But this whole like saving the white race, and it's like it's a bunch of people, a bunch of delusional people running around scared of something that doesn't exist and actually making other people's lives worse because of it. That's all that this is. And like, I'm glad to see that they're starting to break down and starting to lose it and starting to, like, I'm glad they're getting shook. I don't want them to act crazy and start, committing crimes or violence upon other people due to this. But I do want them to get shook, because eventually it's got to stop. And they're scared. They're scared of a problem that they made that is actually going to get solved because they are because of I can't even say it. It's so dumb. I can't even figure out how to describe how dumb it is, but I'm sure you watching, you understand what I'm saying. That's exactly what's going on. They're scared of a problem that you made up in your head, and you're going around causing problems to other people, which is going to actually create a problem for yourself. I think I got it. Okay, let's go.
Entire Clarksville wants him gone. They don't want him in their city. They've been doing everything in their power to make life live in hell for him. He starts his own business. Word gets around town that nobody should employ this guy. Nobody, right, should contract this guy to come and do work for them. He's a racist. They don't get along. This man tries to get baptized at a particular church.
Oh, jeez.
They tell him, hey, buddy, word around town is you're no good. Please don't come back on our premises. My baptism was coming up before I went viral. Because of the pressure coming from people who hate me, my baptism was canceled and I was banned from the community. He even showed a message the priest sent him. And I'll be real, bro. All right. I mean, this is Android. There's really no way to really confirm this. But
this man got denied a baptism. You know what? Good. That's very not Christian like of the pastor. That's a whole nother topic, but that's very hilarious. They said, nah, bro. You can't even come get baptized, bro. It's too late for you. You're done. I wonder if he ever actually did get one.
Just take his word for it, okay? Because he's an attention seeker. The priest sounds pretty reasonable. He says, listen, man, for the safety of everyone involved, because of all the death threats, please just stay out of things until things are better. Praying for you, but please stay out of the community. chats and stay away from the church property. You and I can have a visit somewhere at some other location once the death threats stop. Praying for
so
you
maybe
often.
they're worried about because he has death threats surrounding him. They don't want him to be around the vicinity for the safety of their congregation. Maybe that's it. Because yeah, I mean, it would just be like, you know, I myself, I like baptism itself. For me, you don't have to get dipped into some water in a church. It's some tap water in a church to be baptized. That's baptism has nothing to do with physical water, but that's a whole different topic basically. But if you're a church and you do baptisms in your church, then denying somebody from coming in there would kind of go, you know, that's kind of against what you're preaching basically. But anyways, okay, let's go. I think I see what's going on here. Okay.
So the priest is saying, listen, man, all right, I'm a man of God. It's not my job, right, to really condemn anybody. So you still have my support. You still have me if you need me to pray for you. But please don't come around my premises, bro, and put my other members in danger. I got black people who goes to this church as well. Every time
Right,
he calls
okay.
a black person the N-word with the hard R, his life just gets increasingly more difficult.
Right.
Now, here's where he's been crying, right, as of lately. And here's where the GoFundMe and other things is coming from, okay? So first off, his business is going to hell and social media ain't paying that well. So now he needs us right, to donate to him, okay? But as of lately, he has gotten arrested and he's been fighting this case for a while now. So he gets arrested recently and he gets arrested for what he will say is harassment. He says he told the cops that people are trying to kill him, and the fat one smugly replied, the police get threatened too. That's why we have to watch what we say. So the harassment he got arrested for is actually, so he forwarded the calls that he was getting. Now, I don't know how he did this or exactly how this works, but he forwarded all his calls that he been getting. He forwarded his calls to a number of one of the black women who's been trying to get him canceled in the city. I don't know how he did this. I didn't even know you could forward like calls that came to you to somebody else's number without their permission. So he did this. And apparently that's harassment and that's a crime. So he gets picked up and he gets arrested. And
Get
this
arrested,
man begins to call upon the FBI, the CIA, right? And every government organization claiming that his free speech rights have been violated and he's a victim
Oh,
and the government
jeez.
needs to step in and save him.
For weeks, I've been getting harassed. I report the harassment. I made some videos where I stirred some people up, but I did nothing illegal in those videos. The clips of my videos that have been defamatory and slanderous saying that I did something illegal have been going viral as well. The Clarksville PD gets all the pressure from the people believing those slanderous videos, and they say, why haven't you arrested this guy? They look into me, they make a post saying, hey, we're investigating on whether we can do anything and charge this person. They see I did nothing illegal. Then I allegedly forwarded my calls for a single day to a person who's been posting my number saying, call this person. And they come and arrest me for the harassment that I've been reporting that they do nothing about. Then they paint a target on my back and say, you're not allowed to leave the state and you can't carry a firearm. If this doesn't sound like conspiracy to have somebody killed, I don't know what is.
Now, somehow,
Well, you pretty much asked for it yourself, though. You pretty much asked for this. Like, if you go around just insulting random people, whether it's calling them slurs or just saying anything, just insulting people, then you're asking for, all you got to do is insult the wrong person. One wrong person that doesn't care and has nothing to lose. And then you're done. And then it's over with. So if you just go around making enemies, then all it takes is making one wrong enemy and then you're done. It's over with. So I mean, what do you expect? And that is means to get charged with harassment. And then if you're so off your gourd to freaking be doing that, then yeah, maybe you shouldn't have a firearm. So you asked for this yourself. I mean, at that point, even the police, if I was a cop and I knew about this situation, I would just think to myself, this man is trying to get himself offed. That's it. And we can't really protect him that much. I mean, if somebody runs up on him and I'm a cop and I happen to see somebody just running up on him and tries to fight him or fatally harm him, yeah, okay, at that point, yeah, I got to step in and stop it because he didn't do anything at that moment to that person. And it's basically just the person running up and, attacking someone else. Sure. But what if there's not a cop there? It's over with. He's done. I mean, I can't he asked for it himself. And people do that to themselves. There's all types of people in this world. Let's put it that way.
Once the police said he can't carry his gun with him, somehow we haven't seen too many more videos of him going around calling black folks the N-word with the hard R.
Interesting.
Because the one video where he went viral calling like a group of YNs the N-word with the hard R, right? That his racist community was like cheering him on. Yes, you did it. You stood up to them. He brandished his firearm, so he felt hella safe calling them the N-word with the hard R. But now, when he can't say the N-word with the hard R, now all of a sudden, we don't see those videos like that no more, man. I wonder why. All right? I wonder why. Okay? So, obviously, people, right on point, okay? Right on time. Give, send, go. This right here is a safe haven for racists, okay? So because
Right.
he can't work,
They always get into something. They always make their situation bad. And then the first thing they do, they start asking for money. Begging. Every time.
obviously, all right, he can't work because, nobody would employ him. And his business ain't taking off because nobody is wanting to contract him. So now, all right, he's online begging for our coins, okay? All right, he needs $100,000. He's raised $30,000 so far. Let's see how far that $30,000 take you, okay, buddy?
Who gave this man $30,000?
And here's what he says, okay? He says, my name is Dalton, and I'm reaching out with a heavy heart, fighting to protect my family and business. Just over 1 year ago, I started DLE contracting in Clarksville out of sheer necessity. I was fired from my previous contracting job after BLM activists targeted me over words I share online, jokes and opinions they twisted to end my career.
They weren't jokes.
And this is a lie. Okay? You called a woman in traffic the hard N-word, so your job fired you. And then you started a page where you was going around calling people the hard N-word. Jokes and opinion. Jokes? Yo, this is just one of those excuses they have, like one of those things. Every race is racist. So when I say I'm racist, I just mean everybody is racist. Nah, buddy. This is one of their coping mechanisms. Everybody is racist, so of course I'm racist.
Right.
Jokes now. Okay, buddy. All right. Why do you need a gun on your hip to protect those jokes if it's just jokes, right? Like who laughing? So he goes, with no other way to support my family and my precious 2-year-old son, I poured everything into this small business, working tirelessly to provide for my family and build a future. One would think if you have a family to feed, if you have a son who's relying on you to feed him, why would you put your business at risk because you want to make videos calling black folks the N-word with the hard R? Why? And you're presenting yourself as if like you're being treated unfairly. You're not being treated unfairly here, buddy. All right? No, this is how people treat racists and bigots. Fam, we often lose insight because of what's currently going on online. The majority of people on both sides, both liberals and both conservatives, and I might get a lot of flack from this, but the majority of liberals and the majority of conservatives are not racist. The majority don't believe that calling a 5-year-old autistic kid the hard N-word is cool. So the majority of people believe that despite our opinions on politics and policies, that we're all humans and we're all entitled to dignity and respect. And if somebody like you come around thinking you have a safe havens on one side, you don't. Those trolls, those racists are a subsection in a niche. They're far right-wing extremists. They don't
Flacco's
make
spitting
up
right now.
for the majority of people. And the majority of people find you deplorable. They don't want to be around you. And you should have thought of that before you did it. Right? So now you can't feed your son, and it's our issues. Man, F you. But now that dream is under attack, not for the quality of my work, but for what I say online. I've shared mild jokes, unfiltered thoughts, and yes, I've sometimes used the N-word in what I
Yeah, sometimes I use the N-word. You know, yeah, you got me. Sometimes I used it. He has a whole compilation of him calling just random black people the hard R. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I've used the N-word. Yeah, sure. Okay.
thought was edgy, harmless humor. What? You go around saying "F you, N-word." That's humor now. I know I know it's controversial, but it's my right to speak freely, and it's people's right not to employ you. For that, hundreds of people in my city are slandering my business, spreading lies to tear down everything I've worked for. The hate has escalated at horrifying levels. I've received death threats so vile they shake me to my core. People threatening to grape and murder me, and even targeting my innocent son with
This man is getting calls from big brolic black dudes named Requise threatening to grape. I'm late on the boom, but I need it. Look at what bed you have made yourself, sir. Take a look. Go ahead. Lay down. Lay down.
unspeakable cruelty. As a father, hearing these threats against my little boy breaks my heart and keeps me up at night. And here's what really matters, okay? In the midst of this nightmare, a spark of hope emerged. I went viral on Instagram, gaining over 23,000.
Oh, God.
I can't feed my son because of my actions. Well, at least I gained 23,000 followers. Oh, my. These people are despicable, bro. They are nasty, bro. Now,
Flacco
so
get mad.
here's where the donations will go, okay? Covering basic living expenses to keep my family secure, exploring legal options to fight the slander and protect my family from these vicious threats, find new ways to create a sustainable income for me and my family, man. Good luck, man. Now, all I want to say is this, man. Boo-hoo, sir. Boo-hoo. And you're not the victim. I
Right.
seen a video recently where he's sending out, I will not stop. I will keep fighting. Fighting? What are you fighting for? What are you fighting for? Nobody is calling for you to be arrested for saying the N-word. I'm not calling for you to be arrested for saying the N-word. It's your right as an American to say the N-word. But it's also our right as Americans to choose who we want to contract, to choose who we want to employ, to choose who we want to give contracts to for our personal home construction. We choose if we want to employ you or do business with you. So somehow you have the right to say the N-word, but then people should be forced to employ you? It doesn't make sense.
You see, the problem for them is everybody's watching this.
Bro, this mustache. Matter of fact, it's probably not even because he's walking around calling black people the hard R. It's probably because of the stash. He looks like a guy you just want to just punch. If he's not pulling up to like a improv freaking show to be in the cast of it, or he's not going to be in a movie, like if he's not acting and putting on some type of character and he's just walking around with this, that should be illegal. This is insane. Or at least, I don't know, maybe it's just the, like, what is that called, a mullet? Maybe it's just the combination of these and just the overall vibe. He looks like he's a harm to society. I don't know.
And we all see what's going on. I'm being persecuted for a law that does not exist.
They're throwing bullshit charges at me to try to discourage me, to try to make me silence myself. Not gonna happen. It's not illegal to say, look at this guy harassing my community behind me. Look at this guy causing an issue in my community. He's chimping out. Call him a hard R and say, get the fuck away from me. In fact, get out of my neighborhood. That's not illegal. You know what it is? It's frowned upon to the people who want to keep us silent long enough to where we just go extinct. They know that white people are a threat to this system that they have going today. They don't want us to rise up again.
Extinction.
I won't give up. Keep it coming.
Great replacement theory is a lie. People like him, bro, you're not saving nothing. You're not a thought leader. You're not an idea giver. You're not somebody who's galvanizing a community. You are a troll, and you are a poor troll at that, okay? But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, okay? What do y'all think?
Exactly. Like, people like this, they're just, I mean, I just love to see how people like this start to realize that their whole community that they talk to is actually way smaller than they think it is. Like, way smaller than they think it is. Like, they really think that they're gonna have just waves of people coming to their defense, trying to save the white race, or whatever they consider it. Caucasian, Aryan, whatever, the white folk. And they think they're trying to save it, and they're trying to, like, oh, my rights, I'm protect you with my rights. Yeah, you are, but we have the right to you have the right to get consequences too. And I just love seeing that they're falling apart, this little section of white people, because not every white person is racist, and literally not every white person is like this. I'm cool with any type of person, and I'm cool with plenty of white people. It doesn't matter. We're all humans. Like, race as a color identifier is not even really a thing, if you ask me. Race, human. That's my race. That's it. But I could make a whole video topic about that. But yeah, like, I just like to see that they're getting their just desserts now. It's fulfilling to me, because I want them to be stopped. That group of people that are just racist in that way, the white supremacists, I want that to be stopped. And I'm glad that they're starting to get that. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. What's y'all opinion on this? I just had to cover this, but yes. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. You know, if you any beats that you heard in this video, beginning, end, whatever, they're me. You can get them from me. Go to Case the Producer, my other channel, or go to casetheproducer.com. But yeah, with that, we're gonna tune into the next one. Peace and love y'all.